Hi and welcome to Art of Business Education series, where we discuss business building. And we are currently discussing business management. In the previous video we talked about efficiency. Now let's talk about performing tasks. Now it's obvious that the more efficient you are, the more tasks you will be able to perform during a day. But today we're only focusing on the amount of time and energy. At the end of this session, you will understand why you're tired, what makes you tired, and how to stay active and productive throughout the day, during work and after work. So, what is the activity that you usually have to prioritize before anything else? Your job, right? If you don't show up at work, you will get fired. Your job will take a certain amount of time and drain a certain amount of your energy. When you go home, you need to pick up some groceries, take a shower, cook some food, and do some chores. And then you can decide what you want to do with the remaining time and energy you have left. Normally, after a day's work, you still have time, but not much energy left to spend on something that requires a lot of focus, such as learning new things. Alongside working physically, having to think takes a lot of energy too. And some people have to do quite a bit of thinking at work, such as coming up with a solution for something, coming up with new ideas, investigating problems, huge energy drainers. To worry is another big energy stealer.
Please forgive. Too many mind.
Too many mind?
Mind the sword. Mind the people what? Mind the enemy. Too many mind. No mind.
No mind.
Imagine having a really annoying colleague at work who's like a ticking bomb. Going to a bad work environment with angry people. Having an office next to a scary boss. Or having a secret crush on someone you're desperately trying to impress. Worrying about your future. Worrying about unstable relationships.
Blah 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 blah.
Worrying about staying single for the rest of your life. Being on guard or being on high alert in your mind will drain your daily life force in no time. If you ask yourself, what kind of things drains the least of your energy and takes the least amount of time to perform? You got it. Things that are fun and things that are easy. Things that are fun and things that are easy. Now repeat after me. Fun and easy. Fun and easy. Right? So if you want to make the most out of your time, stick to things that you like and things that you have easy to do. Remember the efficiency formula, doing the most things with the least amount of energy consumed. Sometimes, in order to get whatever you desire, you have to do things you do not consider to be either fun or easy. Sometimes it's fun but challenging. Sometimes it's boring but easy. The worst would be something that's boring and challenging. You can't really just change how you feel about something whenever you want to. So fun is fun, boring is boring. What you can change is how good you are at something. So if you must do a certain thing, what you have to do is to turn something difficult into something easy. In other words, skill development. By developing your skill and be able to spend less time on things you would rather not do, you will free up time and energy to pursue other things that are more desirable. Thinking consumes lots of energy, and the more challenging something is, the more you have to think and concentrate to do it right. By training yourself to almost do something in your sleep, you conserve a lot of energy. Now the total amount of time you have is not easy to change. You could sleep less to get yourself more time to work, but then you would not have so much energy left to do anything, right? So how do you make sure your energy level is at maximum when you wake up in the morning, so you have as much energy as possible to spend during the day? Sleep well, eat well, and exercise regularly. As an owner of a newly established business, you will spend a lot of time and energy than as a regular employee. And that's because you have to attend or pay attention to things you're not particularly good at, besides your actual professional work, such as cleaning, inventory, finding out current authority regulations, economic matters, computer system issues, employee management. Employees, same as kids and relationships. One is not easy. Two at the same time complicate things. So now you know about spending time and energy, and that sleeping, eating, and exercising are important in order to have a good energy level as your day passes. We also talked about that the most effective way to spend energy is to do fun stuff and tasks that are easy to perform. But sometimes you have to do things that are complicated and challenging, but you wished it would have been easier and not be so tiresome. In this case, you'll definitely not like to hear what I have to say in the next video. But if you want to become a master energy saver, you have to come back and see it anyway. The next video will be about increasing your work capacity and motivation. And if you want to stay updated and take a look at what's to come, please visit and explore my website provided below. And share if you like if you share.